What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to the Liverpool Nottingham Forest post-match video, reaction video, and I'm absolutely fuming because this was an awful second half performance by Liverpool. The first half was okay and it would have been a really good first half if Liverpool take one of their many chances. In the first half I felt Liverpool played pretty well without creating too many clear-cut chances. We still were the dominant team and we restricted Nottingham Forest to absolutely nothing. Nottingham Forest didn't even have a shot in first half, but the whole Liverpool attack had an off day. And what is very, very worrying is that, the substitutions made Liverpool worse. Darwin Núñez was awful, Gakpo was awful, but Salah was probably our worst attacker in terms of he gave the ball away too many times. When there were 3 or 4 players lining up in the box and Salah should have just crossed it in, instead he went for a shot too many times from a very narrow angle. And Salah has been absolutely brilliant this season, so I don't know where this performance has come from pretty much the whole attack. Jota had an off day. Luis Diaz wasn't his usual energetic self, and usually Liverpool are pretty great after international breaks, but today it looks like the whole team was very disjointed and the midfielders weren't particularly great. Szoboszlai had a pretty bad game. Gravenberch I felt was our best midfielder, but the other, especially the attacking players, Szoboszlai, Salah, Gakpo, Núñez, Jota, Diaz, they all had a 5 out of 10 performance or 4 out of 10. Salah even had the 3 out of 10. And that's really, really worrying that Arne Slot, started the same team for the 3rd game in a row. And apart from, Konate coming on for Kwanzaa, pretty much Liverpool played with their best 11. Trent Alexander-Arnold also didn't have a particularly good game. And what I was really frustrated about is that Liverpool were too slow, too lethargic with their passing. We really need to up the tempo against these kind of teams, and it felt like Liverpool thought, if we just keep playing we will score a goal. But Nottingham Forest started with 5 central midfielders for the first 54 minutes. They were rock solid defensively. They didn't engage in the pressing traps that Liverpool set for them, and they were just very, very composed, really solid, resolute defensively. And when the game opened up a little bit, when Liverpool had to take more risks, then Nottingham Forest also took more risks. They brought on Callum Hudson-Odoi and Anthony Elanga, and they were instrumental in the Nottingham Forest goal. And what an absolute killer blow for Liverpool to concede the first goal of the Premier League season. So far Liverpool defended really, really well, and even in this game I think defensively we were okay, but just one magical moment from Callum Hudson-Odoi, who cuts in on his right foot, and that's always his stronger foot, so I don't understand why Konate is not closing him down more aggressively. But Hudson-Odoi curls it, an absolute beautiful shot into the far corner, in off the post. Alisson had absolutely no chance, and after that actually Nottingham Forest could have scored more goals, but the story of the game was that Liverpool didn't create enough. We only had 6 shots in the first half, 0.6 xG. Nottingham Forest had absolutely no chances in the first half. So as I said, the first half was okay, and it would have been a good first half if we take our chances, but to have just 2 shots on target in the first half where Liverpool were so dominant is very, very annoying. The second half, Liverpool had 73% possession, so we dominated the ball. We had just 8 shots in the second half, 3 shots on target and no big chances, and Nottingham Forest actually had the same amount of shots on target as Liverpool in the second half. And I felt that this was a big, big opportunity missed, because I think everybody thought Liverpool would beat Nottingham Forest because we have never lost against them at home. We usually win against Nottingham Forest, scoring 3 goals at home. So this is 3 points dropped, and especially with Man City beating Brentford, it's very, very annoying and very frustrating that Liverpool lost this game, because now we are already playing catch up to Manchester City. But I think Liverpool's main focus should be to get in the top 4 and to try to win every game. And usually the Anfield is a fortress, and the fans tried to roar the players on, but we just had the whole attacking department had a bad game, an off day. Like not one standout performer. I felt, Szoboszlai made some really good runs and he had a really good chance in the 87th minute, which his shot was blocked. But I actually want to take a look at Mo Salah's passing accuracy because especially in the second half, 70% pass accuracy by Salah. 28 passes made from 40 attempted passes. He still created one chance for his teammates, and he had 3 shots, 2 on target. But those 3 shots, a lot of those shots came from very tight angles, and he even had a shot from outside of the box which went 20 yards out off goal, which says it all. And the other 2 shots that Salah took were from very tight angles, which were comfortable saves for the goalkeeper. And let's actually look at Jota. Jota only had 3 shots. Jota had 6 accurate passes from 12. Now that is a big problem. Only 12 passes attempted from your main striker and a 50% pass accuracy. So Jota also had a pretty bad game and he was taken off in the 59th minute. But I really thought this is a big chance for Darwin Núñez to come on and really show Arne Slot that he should be starting. Luis Diaz also had just 1 shot not on target because that shot hit on the base of the post. That was the chance, I think. If it goes in, it's 1-0 Liverpool very early. It's a completely different game. Because Luis Diaz actually receives a very bad pass from, I think it was Robertson. But instead of giving it up, because the ball is rolling out for a goal kick, the Nottingham Forest defender tries to shield the ball out of play. Instead, Luis Diaz harasses him and gets the ball off him just before the ball goes out. And then he cuts inside, goes past the Nottingham Forest defender and then shoots near post and it cannons back off the post. If that goes in, that was like in the first 10 or 15 minutes of the game. That goes in, 1-0 Liverpool, Nottingham Forest have to come out and play totally differently. And Luis Diaz, just to compare, Jota had 50% pass accuracy, Salah had 73% pass accuracy, Luis Diaz had 96% pass accuracy. So Luis Diaz actually had a good game, mainly in the first half. He was also taken off. The second half, I don't understand why Liverpool played so slow. Usually in the second half, Liverpool are much better than in the first half. At least this season, that was the trend. Szoboszlai also had just 77% pass accuracy, which is very unlike him. And he had a great chance where he does a fake shot, sends the defender for the bakery, and then his shot is blocked by Murillo. Credit to Nottingham Forest. They were absolutely fantastic defensively. I thought Aina against Luis Diaz and Moreno against Salah were very, very good defensively. Matt Sells, the Nottingham Forest goalkeeper, also made a few very, very good saves, but he only had to make 5 saves. Usually, if Liverpool don't score, the goalkeeper has to make 10, 12 big saves. Van Dijk and Konate had good games. Apart from Konate, should have been more aggressive in closing down Callum Hudson-Odoi. Robertson, again, no creativity, no pace, no intensity. Very worrying that we haven't addressed the left-back problem. And I think Arne Slot will want to sign a left-back in the January transfer window. And I think... Now, if Chiesa was fully fit, he would have come on for Salah, who had an awful game. So I really, really hope that Chiesa can get his fitness up, because we are crying out for something new, something fresh in the attack. It just felt dull. It felt lethargic. Why didn't Liverpool play with more tempo, more urgency? And also, why did we make so many bad passes? I want to look at the pass accuracy of the whole game, because that was very, very worrying. 83% pass accuracy by Liverpool. I mean, let's compare that to some previous games. Let's actually compare that to our previous home game against Brentford, which was a very solid, routine 2-0 win. So Liverpool had 83% pass accuracy today. Against Brentford, we had 91% pass accuracy. That's a huge difference, I feel. A massive difference. Because so many times it felt like Liverpool gave the ball away absolutely unnecessarily and needlessly. I mean, even against Man United, where we only had 391 passes, accurate passes, it was 84% pass accuracy. So even against Man United, Liverpool had a better pass accuracy than today. And against Ipswich, again, 89% pass accuracy. So Liverpool's passing was just not accurate enough, not good enough. And to lose to Nottingham Forest for the first time is super frustrating, super annoying. Liverpool only created 0.9 xG. Against Nottingham Forest, that's not good enough. Honestly, it's really poor. And I think this is a big learning curve. This feels like when West Brom beat Liverpool at Anfield in the early season of the first season of Jurgen Klopp, and Arne Slot said our decisions and execution wasn't good enough. In general, we defended quite well, but the two fast players came on and made it difficult. We took a lot of risk, and in the end it was a very good goal by Nottingham Forest. But otherwise, you know, it's super frustrating, because if Liverpool played with more urgency, with more accurate passes, I think we should have beaten Nottingham Forest. Just to compare, Arsenal and Man City, I think, will beat Nottingham Forest at home especially. The result frustrates me the most, Arne Slot said, and we cannot be happy about how the game went. It was a stop-start game, we hardly created any chances. And I like it how honest and how brutal he is. We lost the ball so many times in simple situations. That is the story of the game. Yes, so many times Salah or Luis Diaz or Jota had the ball, and there was a midfielder making a run in the box. We completely misplaced the pass. It's either too forward, so too far ahead of the midfielder, or too far behind. Especially that Szoboszlai made these runs into the box, and Salah sometimes passes it too forward, too much ahead of Szoboszlai. Sometimes Salah passes the ball too much behind Szoboszlai, and that is just unacceptable. Really super frustrating. And I'm seeing a picture when Liverpool beat Man United 7-0 2 seasons ago. The next game we lost to Bournemouth 1-0 away from home. But at least that was away from home. This time we beat Man United 3-0 away from home, and then we lose the next game against Nottingham Forest. Beating Man United doesn't mean anything if you lose the next game against the relegation candidate Nottingham Forest. But maybe I'm misunderstanding, or maybe I'm underestimating Nottingham Forest, because actually they are still unbeaten, Nottingham Forest, and they look a really solid team. They are up to 4th place, 2 wins and 2 draws. So Nottingham Forest got a 1-1 draw against Bournemouth, then they beat Southampton away from home, got a 1-1 draw against Wolves. But this is the big one. Nottingham Forest winning at Anfield is huge. As I'm saying this, Everton, it looks like, takes the lead against Aston Villa away from home. So yeah, Liverpool have to be careful, because if we drop too many points at home, we will be in trouble, because usually Anfield is a fortress. But this is Arne Slot's first season, so I think the Liverpool fans who are blaming this on Arne Slot shouldn't, because Arne Slot can't make the players pass accurately. The tactics, I think, were spot on, and Arne Slot also risked everything with in the second half with substitutions. We went 3 at the back, and even the 3 defenders were Tsimikas, Van Dijk and Conor Bradley, two attacking fullbacks and 1 centre back. So Arne Slot basically went with 1 centre back, and he threw everybody on to try to win the game. But the Liverpool players just didn't turn up. And that's unacceptable. Against a team like Nottingham Forest, you have to turn up. And you have to bring a higher quality level. The one good thing is that this defeat comes very early, and hopefully this will be a kick up the backside for the Liverpool players, that you need a lot more. You need to give a lot more. You need a lot more energy, a lot more enthusiasm. And you need to be a lot more accurate with your passes. Because yeah, 50% or 73% pass accuracy by Jota or Salah is just not good enough. Even Szoboszlai 77% pass accuracy, that should have been much better. That's my verdict for the game. I'm really disappointed. Let me know yours in the comments below. Thanks for watching, have a nice day. See you later guys, goodbye.